The best of the Morning X on 99X. Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. The original 99X.
Let's bring the panel on, Fram.
Let's meet him.
The dating panel.
Dominic?
Is it Dominic, I think, isn't it?
That's it.
Dominic.
Hey,
Dominic is 30. What do you do?
I'm a stand-up comic.
What?
Are you really?
Yeah, I am.
Where do you work?
Well, I actually have a part-time job where I own a telephone company, but I do stand-up comedy on the side.
Have
Yeah.
you been? Have you performed anywhere in town?
The Punchline.
You've been at the Punchline?
I've been at the Punchline and the Red Light Cafe and Eddie's Attic and.
Jimmy needs help Thursday night at the Punchline.
Yes, he does need help.
What's your last name?
What?
What's your last name? So when we go to see you, we know who we're seeing.
You'll see Dominic Karuba.
Dominic Karuba.
There you
Yep.
go.
Name sounds
We'll
a
look
little
for
Actually, I should be there in September with Jerry Farber.
Okay.
all right.
We'll look for you.
Jerry's been here. Well, welcome to the
Okay.
show.
And we have 31-year-old Jeff. Jeff, what do you do?
Network operator.
Network
sounds
operator.
official.
What network do you operate?
NT, basically.
Huh?
Computer networks.
Oh, okay.
Now, what would a computer guy know about dating? Just kidding. Just kidding.
lot.
Jeff, we're teasing here.
Go to Annette.
Annette.
Annette's 36 and single.
Hi, Annette.
Hi.
What do you do?
In business for myself in home pet sitting.
Home pet
Home
sitting?
Pet
Yes.
sitting.
Have you been married before?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
All righty.
Well, she's currently single.
Okay.
Pam.
Hey.
Hi, Pam.
Hey.
Pam is 44.
Hey.
What do you do?
I work for South Trust Bank.
Ever been married?
Yeah.
For how long?
20 years.
Ooh, are you freshly
Wow.
out?
Huh?
Are you freshly back on the scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, you got married young, yeah?
No.
No? You're only
No.
44 and you've been married 20 years.
So I was 23 when I got married.
Like I said, you got married young.
That's pretty young.
You don't think 23 is young?
Well, at the time, a lot of people got married a lot younger.
That's true.
That's true.
Okay, let's go
Okay.
to Brian.
Okay.
Brian's 32.
All righty.
He'll round out the panel.
Hey, Brian.
Brian.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hey.
you're there.
What do you do, Brian?
I sell brass.
You sell brass?
Work for a brass company in Atlanta.
I
A brass company.
never heard of that.
Brass furniture and
No, it'll be
Brass
more
knuckles?
things that cater to the hospitality industry, sneeze guards, brass railings.
Sneeze bars?
what's a sneeze bar?
So people don't sneeze on your food when you're walking through Morrison's cafeteria.
Oh, you mean the
for
sneeze
the
guard.
salad bar.
Like the Lucite sneeze guard. I didn't
Is
know
that what that was?
Yeah, it's called a sneeze
I
guard.
thought that was just casing to make it look good.
No, it's so you don't...
The sneeze guard.
So your kid doesn't drip their snotty nose on your...
I'm going to go see if it works.
on the
Try at
turnips.
that buffet today.
Okay, folks, we have some topics, some situations here. We're going to put them up to the panel. We'll have a little discussion. We'll tell you how the survey result turned out. Why don't we start with?
Should the person who requested the date pay? Very easy. You request the date, should you pay?
Dominic?
If, let's see, who's got depends on what genitals you have.
Okay.
It depends on which genitals.
Well, you've
you
only
have.
got two choices.
You've only got two choices. So the person without the vagina pays.
Nice.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
We don't use the.
That wasn't the question.
That
V word
is,
out.
however, the phrase
That is how it
pays.
turns out.
That is the phrase that pays, however.
Yes.
So you're saying the guy should pay no matter who asks whom?
Most of the time, the guy should pay.
Most of the time?
That's right.
All right, Jeff.
Depends. If the woman offers, I think the guy should accept.
Should she automatically pay?
No, I think the guy should offer at first if she doesn't.
The guy should offer, all right. Annette?
Okay.
I think it just depends on the situation, but I'd like it if they pay more.
I bet you would. There you go.
Are you saying
I'm
that,
tired of carrying my own.
are you saying most guys don't pay for their dates with you? Pay for the date?
Yeah, they do, but we just pretty well seems to always end up being split up because it's such a spur-of-the-moment situation.
So no matter what, you should be the one not paying. Is that what you're saying?
I don't mind paying here and there.
Go out.
But if you requested the date, should you pay?
It depends on what we're doing.
The question is, if you ask for the date,
I know.
should you pay?
I know.
You, Annette, ask somebody to dinner.
Are you obligating his money?
I guess I am, aren't I, in today's time?
All righty. Pam?
Dominic, we'll get you her number later.
Pam?
Well, I like what Dominic said, but, if you request the date, then you should pay.
Amen,
Okay.
Pam. Brian?
I'll always offer to pay up front. It's kind of a test to see if they'll bring out their wallet and offer to pay half of it up front.
Yeah.
Huh. So you go Dutch on the first date always?
I'll always offer to pay, but it's a little bit of a test. If you meet someone who's really looking to be taken care of, they'll never pull out their wallet and offer to pay half of it.
What if you ask to go? What if you ask her out on the date? Do you
I'll always offer to pay regardless on the first day, especially.
Well, if you ask her to pay, there's no way you should let her.
I will pay.
Yeah.
I ask her for the
Jimmy?
I'm kind of. I will always offer to pay no matter and insist. I will always insist on paying no matter who has asked out the
I
person.
have to say that if the girl asks, that she should be ready to pay.
She should be ready to. I won't allow it.
I would.
Yeah, I never allow that.
If she asked, but that doesn't happen that often the other way. But if they asked, hell yeah.
Yeah. I'll let them pay.
Let 'em pay.
I'll let them pay like for coffee, maybe 3 or 4 dates in, but that's about it.
I think if the person who requested the date should pay.
Yeah, the
What's
person.
that?
If the
I
girl
think.
comes to you and says, "Hey, you want to go out and I'd like to take you to dinner?" Well, that doesn't mean, "Hey, would you buy me dinner?" That's what that means, in your speak.
Yeah. Well, normally though, what happens is
And
if
it's not
like
an
I
issue
get
of
asked,
money. It's just they wanted the date. Then
Yeah.
hey, that.
because normally what will happen, at least like that has been my experience, and guys tell me if it's been your experience, is if the girl, let's say, calls and says, "Hey, you want to get something to eat?" I usually end up choosing the restaurant. And so if I'm going to choose the restaurant, then I'm going to pay, because what if I choose a restaurant that she can't afford?
On a date, I don't agree. But so here's how the panel came through. 71% of men under 35 believe the person who requested the date should pay, whereas only 37% of females under 35 feel the same. So about half of that many feel the same.
Well, a lot less than half.
37% to 71%, yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Let's
Let's
skip
go to
the
the
next.
next-
A little
let's
more than
skip
half,
Let's
actually.
skip the next one. Yeah, let's go to the next one.
More of that story is coming up next after the short break. You're listening to the best of the Morning X with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99